An interested observer at the 2015 Carroll Cup final was the man charged with steering the sport into the future in this state. After a long career in strategic planning with the AFL in Melbourne, Sam Graham recently took over as Chief Executive of AFL New South Wales ACT. We took the opportunity to catch up with him while he was in Wagga.
Welcome to Wagga. Congratulations on the new job. What have you made of the footy at Robertson Oval tonight?
Thank you. It's been absolutely fantastic. The atmosphere here at the local school game of footy is just off the charts, and the style of footy is fantastic. It's really clean, really highly skilled. It's getting a bit dewy, but the skills are really clean. So I've been really impressed with the event and also with the football as well.
It is one of the highlights of the Wagga sporting calendar, actually. You've been in your job just over a month. You've got a background in strategic planning in the AFL. Can you tell us what are the key priorities for Aussie Rules in this state?
Yeah, New South Wales is a key market for the AFL. It's an emerging area of our code. Working with the two AFL clubs, so the Giants and the Swans, are priorities, and also how the two AFL clubs work with the state body and making sure our investment is the most efficient across the market. Also, community footy clubs are really important. So the quality pathways, firstly the clubs, facilities, quality environments around coaching and volunteers, but also the talent pathways, so the academies, so that any kids coming through the pathway can be engaged and nurtured through a talent pathway to play ultimately with the Giants through the talent zones and the Giants Academy. They're probably the three big things that we're going to work on.
With your background in Melbourne, you've probably got a good sense of the Riverina and the MIA and its background in Aussie Rules, and maybe even more so than some people in Sydney. But how important is the Riverina, the MIA and Southern New South Wales to the development of Aussie Rules generally?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important. I've grown up in country footy clubs sort of outside of Geelong, so I sort of understand that country footy atmosphere and the reasons why these clubs are so important. Community footy is so important for the community. I think it's really strong footy in this region. Our participation rates are growing, about 27,000 participants. It's growing year on year, and talent's really strong. So I don't think we've got. In terms of talent on AFL lists, hasn't been stronger. And even you look at the grand final last year, Sydney and Hawthorn, there were 7 players out of Southern New South Wales that are on that played in that game. So yeah, the game's really strong, I think, in this region.
The game in Sydney looks strong too, with the Giants stepping up and really doing well this season. What about in terms of this area? We saw rugby league with City Country here not long ago, and we saw an NRL game at Albury at Easter. Is trying to bring top flight Australian rules to country areas still an area that people can look forward to?
Yeah, it is. That's certainly part of the broader plan. This year, the AFL took about 15 games to regional areas nationally, and there are actually 6 games that we took to New South Wales and ACT. So that is certainly something we want to work on. Obviously, we love taking the game to communities. Communities love having elite content in those areas. The issue is there's a lot of demand. Everyone wants to have a game, and we do need to sort of balance it out and share it around. But the crowds we've had at games in Narrandera and Wagga, Albury, the like, have been fantastic. So yeah, we're looking to hopefully be able to continue to support and bring content to the region.
Well, the crowd's getting excited here. We've got a game on our hands, so thanks for your time, and we'll let you go and watch the end of the footy.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me, and it looks like a really tight finish. So thanks again.